This is the Talk on the Block, of course. Good afternoon, welcome. As usual, to Talk on the Block, trying to find out just what is going on around Dominica. As it relates to the court, we always reach out to journalist Carlisle John Baptist, catch a gauge of what is going on. Carlisle, good afternoon. What's on the block?
Hi, Matt. Good afternoon to you. Well, you will well know and you will well understand that given the discussion that we had this morning, that a lot of people are asking many questions as to what would have happened. How did the statements got leaked out, and how did they find themselves on Facebook? How did it leave where it was before? And so this, for the better part of the morning, has generated a lot of discussions. I suspect that that discussion will continue maybe for some time, because of course it was the central focal central point of discussion over the weekend.
Let me just allow you to hear this from the retired Chief Judge of the OECS Supreme Court as he weighed in on the leaked documents.
I don't know anything about the particular case, but what I would say is if in a criminal trial before a jury, material is leaked, is made public, that could prejudice the mind of the jurors one way or the other, then that might undermine the integrity of the case. And it may cause, one, an innocent person to be convicted, or two, a guilty person to be exonerated, because vital evidence is undermined, is prejudiced.
Kala, you're not surprised?
Not at all surprised, but that is exactly what I said. And like I said, you're looking at people who are innocent until proven guilty, who are looking for their day, quote unquote, in court. You are also looking at a victim who is also looking, and the victim's family, who is also looking for their day in court. Will they get justice? Will the family of that child get justice? Will those who are implicated in that situation, will they themselves get justice? And so you may very well find that, like the retired Chief Justice stated, that, a jury, it's going to be a very difficult situation given what is going on, because a guilty person may very well fall down the drain and nothing may come out of it, and so vice versa. So justice may not be served as it relates to that very incident, and it's unfortunate. You and I, we have been warning people so often about how careful they have to tread on that situation. But I guess, be that as it may, we can do so much and leave it at that. So that is the situation, Matt.
Well, lessons learned, Kalal. I mean, if nothing comes from it, because as you said, we've been warning, we have been indicating that, there are some people who are still mad with me for at least warning or advising not to publish the names. And, it's Facebook, it's social media, what do you call themselves, citizens, journalists. They want the information before they can rectify information or they can clear information, but they want to know what's going on. So that's just the way it is.
Well, that is how it is, and I do not know if those things were done deliberately. If it was done deliberately, it's not good at all. And I'm hoping that whoever has been responsible for that, all those who were responsible for the names calling and publishing of names and pictures, those who vilified me and called me all sorts of names, that is okay. But at the end of the day, I do what I have to do with a clear mind and a clear conscience, not trying to impede justice as it relates to that situation or any other situation. Because, Matt, we have to understand that there is a victim involved. There is a victim involved in the entire situation. And have we helped in that situation? In some of the things that we have done thus far? Have we compromised ourselves and in stretching certain things? Those are the questions, and those who laugh and take everything for granted, well, this is where it is at. And I'm sure at the end of the day, when the dust will be settled, somebody will be very well be walking away free, while some people will be left to languish, and some people will not get justice, while some will have gotten things their way. That is the situation, and that is very, very unfortunate.
Let's continue to watch, Carlisle. What else is at the court?
Well, what else is in the court today? This morning, there was supposed to have been a murder trial involving this. Remember the 2012 situation where Madeline Robinson, on November 3rd, 2012, was found brutally stabbed to death at her home in Girardel. Well, two persons were before the court arrested and charged for murder. I think one Bernie Samuel and one Clarence Lewis. Today, this morning, Lewis pleaded guilty to murder, and of course, Lewis Samuel pleaded not guilty. Having done that, the state withdrew the charge of murder on Samuel, and Samuel, who was an inmate at the state prison, is expected to be released sometime tomorrow. Sentencing for Lewis will be in a month's time.
That's something to watch, Carlisle.
Definitely.
All right. Well, that was Carlisle John Baptist from the courts this morning, and we just weighing in still on this whole issue of the leaked documents on this sex scandal. Now making the rounds in Dominica. We're going to take a break for word from our sponsors, and we'll come back. But before we do, let's listen to the former OECS Court of Appeal Judge, Chief Judge Brian Alleyne.
I don't know anything about the particular case, but what I would say is if in a criminal trial before a jury, material is leaked, is made public that could prejudice the mind of the jurors one way or the other, then that might undermine the integrity of the case. And it may cause, one, an innocent person to be convicted, or two, a guilty person to be exonerated, because vital evidence is undermined, is prejudiced.
Nature Island Cruise 951 online.
Right on cue. Right on cue. Right on cue.
Just love Q95. I love Q95.
Right on cue. Right on cue. Right on cue. Right on cue.
I just love Q95. I love Q95.
Right on cue. Right on cue. Right on cue. Right on cue.
I just love Q95. I love Q95.
Right on cue. Right on cue. Right on cue. Right on cue.
I just love Q95. I love
What else is happening? If you did not know, today is Commonwealth Day, huh? A few activities in observance of Commonwealth Day. We'll be talking to our folks in New York about a planned activity coming up on the weekend. Hello, talk to me here. Hello? Hello? I don't know, something is wrong with your telephone. I'm not connecting with you here.
I'm hearing you loud and clear.
You hearing me loud and clear? Well, go ahead then.
Are you hearing me now?
I'm hearing you.
Perfect. Thank you for having my call. I'm calling on behalf of We Are Dominica. We're having an exciting event this Saturday, March 19th. We will be talking about the recent reforms to the election laws and also on child sexual abuse. So we're asking everyone in the tri-state area to come out and join us in Brooklyn on March 19th, this Saturday, 8 p.m. We'll be speaking not only about the issues and the reforms, but how we can plan for taking action on this. How can citizens, collectively raise their voice and actually do something to ensure that our children are protected.
So you're actually joining Dominica, Dominicans in the fight against child abuse.
Absolutely. People here, Dominicans living, in the diaspora, are very concerned about the issue of child sexual abuse. We feel that, there isn't enough being done, and we want to see action. Everyone's talking, everyone has opinions, but it's time that we actually have real action. Every day that we wait, another child is abused. So we want everyone to come together. Let's put our minds together, and let's figure out what can we do. How can we exert pressure on whoever we need to pressure in order to get something done for our children.
Okay, what form will the activity take on Saturday?
So we will have Rebecca Theodore, who's a journalist. She'll be interviewing. We're very excited to have the opposition leader, Lennox Linton. She'll be interviewing him and asking him to explain some of these reforms, and hopefully shed some light on what has stalled these reforms for so long. And we'll also get some questions and answer some questions from the audience. So we hopefully will leave from this evening with some clear ideas on what we all can do to help push these issues forward.
But it's very important for you in the diaspora to help with that problem.
Absolutely. I think everyone here, we see laws that are enacted in the various countries and cities where we reside that help to protect children. Everything from mandatory reporting, everything, including sexual offender registries. We feel that these are not, too laborious or too expensive to implement in Dominica. And so we need to think about, collectively, what can we push for? Not everything requires legislative reform, but we need to make sure we have a voices heard. We had a petition that was out for about 2 weeks, and we've had about over 700 signatures so far. An open letter was sent out to the Prime Minister this morning, and so we need to continue just pushing forward and seeing how we can actually have change in this issue. Talking is just not going to do it anymore.
All right, so what time you will start this activity? Give us a little more information on that again.
Absolutely. So the activity is this Saturday, March 19th. It will begin at 7:30 p.m. And the address is 9719 Flatlands Avenue in Brooklyn. It's the Holy Family Catholic Church. And more information can be found at wearedominica.com or on Facebook, We Are Dominica page. And we're asking everyone to come out. We'll be there until about 10:30, 11 o'clock. And we're hoping for a very fruitful conversation. Again, we're honored to have Lennox Linton, the opposition leader, in our presence. And hopefully he can shed a lot of light on what's going on and what we all can do to move things forward.
All right. I'm hoping that we can connect again sometime later this week so we can talk again about this upcoming activity in Brooklyn, New York on Saturday.
Absolutely. Thank you very much, Matt.
Thank you too. Let's take another phone call in here. It's 131, yeah?
Matt, good afternoon, Matt. And how are you, Matt?
I'm doing okay.
Matt, I have 2 points. The first point, Matt, is about the leak, Matt. I believe we need independent investigators to investigate that and let the chips fall where they may. And the second one, Matt, the laws against sexual abuse, children, especially those under age, must be strengthened to the extent that the people, once they are charged, their name should be mentioned that people know. They have to change that, man. Thank you, but good afternoon.
Thank you. Good afternoon. Thank you and good afternoon.
About the particular case, but what I would say is if in a criminal trial before a jury, material is leaked, is made public that could prejudice the mind of the jurors one way or the other, then that might undermine the integrity of the case. And it may cause, one, an innocent person to be convicted, or two, a guilty person to be exonerated, because vital evidence is undermined, is prejudiced.
Those robbing the cradle.
Nowadays, I see it happen, new type of rubber. Middle age, in a crisis you won't believe. A subtle style I see in this type of rubber. A harmless face, but with theft right up his sleeve. In the day, they pace and look for their target. If you look close, you will see their wandering eyes. In the night is when they set out to rob it, with a shaven face, cap, and trendy clothes for disguise. These men have jobs, a loving wife and a family. They have it all, you wouldn't think they'd want more. But they have to prove they still have it going at 50. So they prey on the young and insecure. Cradle robbery, the victims meek and small. Cradle robbery, the robbers bold and bald. Cradle robbery, gross impropriety. Cradle robbery, hungry men in society. With a new face, they disguise, they act secure, they gun in their pants and they on the attack. Once they go juvenile, they don't go back. They're gonna rob the cradle, rob the cradle robbery.
Mr. Wicks is the guest, and
This country, mothers, take your guns and run, because them thieves gonna come and hunt them down.
for Dinah's Spotlight tonight from 8 right here on Q.
Robbers holding some
ASP Claude Wicks, the guest on Spotlight.
See that day. Boy, yeah, 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 boy, 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 me neighbor house just got vandalized by a robber. A man she knew, but boy, the fella was sleek. More than a friend, he was her confidant and her lover. One look in his eyes would make any woman weak. She gave him a key to come and go as he pleases. But whenever he come, me never around. He'd scope her belongings, mess and fondle around, then constrain it so it wouldn't make a sound. One day me neighbor decided to come home early. She was shocked by what she saw going on. All of this time, the man robbing her of her daughter. All love turned to hate for that son of a gun. Cradle robbery, the victims meek and small. Cradle robbery, the robbers cold and bald. Cradle robbery, gross impropriety. Cradle robbery, hungry men in society. With a new face, they disguise, they act they go juvenile, they don't go back. They're gonna rob the cradle, rob the cradle. Cradle robbery is the new trend in this country. Mothers, take your guns and run because them thieves gonna come and hunt them down. Some of them robbers preaching on pulpits and platform. See that day, boy, see that day, Some robbers bold, they flaunting all what they steal. Each to his own, they don't care who see or tell. Bringing them to functions like it's no big deal. How they not ashamed, I can't begin to comprehend. Special care they give to their stolen jewels, higher to maintain than their legal belongings. To keep them, they have to keep on spending. Or from their hands, a next man go start robbing. What they steal is never their style or nature, not their size, and it doesn't last forever. But they like the thrill and the goodies that they acquire, and they hold it on with Red Bull and Viagra. Cradle robbery, the victims meek and small. Cradle robbery, and the robbers old and bald. Cradle robbery, gross impropriety. Cradle robbery, hungry men in society. With a new face, they disguise the act, secure their gun in their pants and they on the attack. Once they go juvenile, they don't go back. They're gonna rob the cradle, rob the cradle.
Robbing the cradle.
Is the new trend in this country. Mothers,
Our children are the victims.
cause them thieves gonna come and hunt them down. Some of them robbers are the uniformed men in town. Boy, yo, yo.
Me want go back.
95.
Right on cue. Right on cue.
watching WICE Q95 TV. Stay tuned for Caribbean music, news, entertainment, drama, creative Caribbean video, and happening cultural events. Only on WICE Q95 TV.
I just love Q95.
Q95. You're watching WICE Q95 TV. Stay tuned for Caribbean music, news, entertainment, drama, creative Caribbean video.
Right on cue, right on cue. Right on cue, right on cue.
I just love Q95. I love Q95.
Right on cue, right on cue. Right on cue, right on cue.
I just love Q95. I love Q95.
Right on cue, right on cue. Right on cue, right on cue.
I just love Q95. I love Q95.
Right on cue, right on cue. Right on cue, right on cue.
I just love Q95. I love Q95.
Right on cue, right on cue. Right on cue, right on cue.
I just love Q95. I love Q95.
Right on cue, right on cue. Right on cue, right on cue.
I just love Q95. I love Q95.
Right on cue, right on cue. Right on cue, right on cue.
I just love Q95. I love Q95.
Right on cue, right on cue. Right on cue, right on cue.
I just love Q95. I love Q95.
Right on cue, right on cue. Right on cue, right on cue.
I just love Q95. I love Q95.
Right on cue, right on cue. Right on cue, right on cue.
I just love Q95. I love Q95.
Right on cue, right on cue. Right on cue, right on cue.
I just love Q95. I love Q95.
Right on cue, right on cue. Right on cue, right on cue.
I just love Q95. I love Q95.
Right on cue, right on cue. Right on cue, right on cue.
I just love Q95. I love Q95.
Right on cue, right on cue. Right on cue, right on cue.
I just love Q95. I love Q95.
on cue. Right on cue.
I just love Q95. I love Q95.
Right on cue. Right on cue. Right on cue. Right on cue.
I just love Q95. I love Q95.
Right on cue. Right on cue. Right on cue. Right on cue.
I just love Q95. I love Q95.
Right on cue. Right on cue. Right on cue. Right on cue.
I just love Q95. I love Q95.
Right on cue. Right on cue. Right on cue. Right on cue.
I just love Q95. I love Q95.
Right on cue. Right on cue. Right on cue. Right on cue.
I just love Q95. I love Q95.
Right on cue. Right on cue. Right on cue. Right on cue.
I just love Q95. I love Q95.
Right on cue. Right on cue. Right on cue. Right on cue.
I just love Q95. I love Q95.
Particular case, but what I would say is if in a criminal trial before a jury material is leaked, is made public that could prejudice the mind of the jurors one way or the other, then that might undermine the integrity of the case, and it may cause one, an innocent person to be convicted, or two, a guilty person to be exonerated, because vital evidence is undermined, is prejudiced.
We are back. Just 10 more minutes. Hello.
Matt, good afternoon to you and your listeners.
My brother, good afternoon.
Who is responsible, Matt, for preserving the document that is supposed to be confidential at the police department? The question that arises with the public is how a document of that magnitude is being out in the public domain, and why that document is in the public domain. Is it because big official is involved in it, Matt? Those things are very painful, you know. You know why it's painful? When it's a poor Malay, Matt, you hear them calling left, right, and center. And when it's people we place our trust in, people who are supposed to be upholding the law and order, they are the ones breaking the law and order, and then we tend to sweep things under the carpet. It cannot be right. And people say Dominica will never go forward. Dominica can go forward, Matt. Our behavior and our attitude have to change. Before you get somebody with an unlicensed firearm, everybody know. You mean some official is involved in that thing, even if you don't mention the child name. But we should know who it is. The names of the individual there should be called. How is that the law is clear on that? And one set you're calling their name, one set you're not calling their name. One set the information is quiet because it has to go to the court through the right channels. And when it's those big guns in, we will put it in the public domain, and then they will scotch free. But what is really happening? And yet the police ask us to work with them. While the public is working with the police officers, Matt, it's only the poor man that is being pinned. It's only the poor man, and the police department has to work diligently and fairly so that the public can work with you. A document of that magnitude that is under investigation, they're investigating how it happened to reach in the public domain. And the Commissioner of Police must answer that question, Matt. It falls right within the Commissioner of Police.
Caller, thank you so much. It is afternoon 1:52. We're taking more phone calls. Talk on the block. Hello.
Hello, good afternoon, Matt.
Yes.
Why, when all those allegations taking place, it's talk alone, you all talking Dominica. Talking can't move the country, you know, Matt.
All right, what is it that you want us to do in Dominica?
Too much talking, homeboy, too much talking.
My brother, I'm asking you a question that you haven't answered. What is it that you want us to do? Because you're saying that talking can't help. You may have your own suggestion moving forward. What do you want Dominicans to do?
No, let's put up a badge of honor. A badge of honor we need, Matt.
All right, my brother. Thank you very much.
Matt,
Yes.
Peter Tosh say the poor man suffering.
The poor man that is suffering. Okay. Hello, talk to me.
Close the country down. Close the country.
You think that is going to solve the problem? It's 1:53 and 30 seconds. Hello.
Matt, let's burn the place.
What's that?
Let us burn down the place.
No, I wouldn't condone that, my brother. Dominica belongs to you, belongs to me. Why would you want to burn the country down? What would you get from that? One, you think the problems will be solved, or you will be putting more problems on the country? 1:53, I don't condone violence. 1:57 or 1:53 and 57 seconds. 4493095. Hello, some people are very angry, and I can well understand why. But do you think violence is the answer? Hello.
The government can support all wrongdoing. So we are free to say, close the country down with violence.
You can say that. That doesn't mean it's going to happen. Hello.
Yes, Matt. I believe you should let go this 75-year-old man for raping this little 8-year-old child, you know. Because if them other man gonna get away with that, I believe you should let go everybody for that. I don't see no reason the man should get away with that.
But what has happened now, and of course this is not the final decision because the case is still before the court, but we're hearing, as we just heard, that because these documents have been leaked, the case can be seriously compromised. Let's just hope that doesn't happen. Hello. 4493095. Caller, are you there? No, you're not. Let's take another phone call. Caller?
Good afternoon to you and the listening public.
Uh-huh. Yes?
What I cannot understand, if an innocent man stay 4 years in the prison and right now he is not guilty for a crime, why do he have to still sleep another night in the prison before he can be freed while he was in the court? Couldn't they just have let him go? I'm not getting it. Give me a little explanation if you can, please. I just don't understand what's going on.
Repeat for me again. Repeat.
The man who stayed 4 years in the prison, today he is free from the crime, is the other man that is going to be sentenced in April. But he still has to sleep another night in the prison. Why? He was in the court. Couldn't they just have let him go? I'm not getting it at all.
Well, that's a good question. Maybe I will see if we could put that to the judge tomorrow. Hello, talk to me.
Yes, Matt.
Uh-huh.
Good afternoon. When is weed, cocaine, guns, crimes, they busy. But I have a 6-year-old daughter, and God forbid, I will be the first father in Dominica to just uproot her hair and just drink the blood.
No. Again, I know how you feel, and a lot of people are very angry and emotional about what is going on, all of these sex scandals. But do you think taking another person's life will solve the problem? Hello.
Yeah, Matt, it definitely will not, Matt. But on the other note, the guy who has to spend the other day in the prison or the night in the prison, Matt, that could seriously compromise his life. Somebody in the prison could have a hatred for him for something. And
I mean, after 4 years, they would have a hatred for him just tonight?
Yes, you have to spend one more night. I don't think he should spend a night. He should be freed from the court. Because if he goes to spend one more night, somebody there who maybe have some grudge or something like that, Matt, could maybe do something to him that none of us would want,
I didn't know. Tonight of all nights. Hello, talk to me.
Matt, when he gets out there, he needs to sue the state.
He can sue the state, yeah, well. There's another way to go. Hello, talk to me.
Not really cowardly, just for them to have their people free. They know damn well what's going on in the country.
Good morning, good afternoon. Our final call.
Matt personally, what I think we should do as concerned citizens who would really want to bring the government down is to mount up a national demonstration. And those of us in New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, China, wherever we are, and we are so concerned, we should come down by the plane loads also and join in that national demonstration. Of course, they might bring their guns and tear gas and so on, but we will have to mount up a national demonstration, peaceful, no burning, no fighting, no killing, but peaceful, and demand questions and demand answers from the government. Demand what we want.
What I'm saying at this time, I've said it before, I think this amendment to this, the sex legislation, if you will, is being dragged on. Do you have to wait until December to put this thing in place? Talk to me, final call. Hello, talk to me, final call.
Matt?
Yes.
Good afternoon to you, Matt. Matt, there should be no place. We can no longer have no child molesters, no predators, Matt. These people really need to be put in the right place, Matt. Thank you.